My name is Melanie, aka Princess Ninja, and I see I have a lot of new people there. Hello, new people. Welcome to Ninja Nation. Like my shirt? It says keto because bacon is better than diabetes. So I'm going to do like a quick recap of what's been going on for the new people, because my channel has grown by 30 subscribers. Thank you in part to Miss Joni at Keto Diamond, who gave me a big old shout out. Love you, girl. You know I love you. So anyway, I used to be a vegan, and I went from vegan just because it was too hard. It was too hard. I started out with like a 90-day vegan, raw vegan challenge. I made it like 30 days into raw vegan, and I was sick. I was nauseous. I had excruciating headaches. My face was broke out in the most painful acne you could imagine. I felt lethargic. I was hungry all the time, no matter how much I ate. I'd feel really full, really bloated, really gassy. I had explosive diarrhea. And then I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. So I started adding things back into my diet like ghee. I started stir frying my vegetables, lightly steaming my vegetables. I started adding in some egg white because, you know, we couldn't have fat because fat was bad for you. So I'm being sarcastic. Just follow along. You'll catch up. So anyway, so I started allowing myself to use egg as a binder. I started making really cool recipes like lentil meatloaf and having all kinds of fake meats and fake proteins. And even though I started really amping up the amount of soy that I was eating, I was feeling worse and worse and worse and worse. Started suffering from headaches, still hungry, never felt like I could eat enough to get full. I mean, initially I would have that very big bloat, and then, you know, I would shit myself to death, and then I would be able to eat again. And I'm sorry, but there is no other way to explain the explosive, painful bloating and diarrhea that I had for probably 6 weeks. All to lose 2 pounds. That's what I lost in 6 weeks, 2 pounds. But I'm thinking it was from dehydration from the massive diarrhea that I had. But that's another story. Okay, so then I went to a vegetarian. Actually, more like a pescatarian. So pescatarian is someone who eats fish, right? Vegans will scream at you and tell you fish are animals too. If you are eating fish, then you are not a true vegan. I guess I was never a true vegan. I was just looking for an answer and something to resolve my medical issues, my chronic fatigue, my hunger. Little did I know that I was actually a diabetic. I was undiagnosed at that time. So me eating all of these starchy foods, all of these vegetables, all of these natural sugars, fructose, I guess they call it, like apples and bananas and grapes, because they're all very good for you. I was just constantly creating insulin, because I was trying to eat a plant-based healthy diet. So I have a video back about 10 months ago that says I've lost my ninja, and you can pretty much see where I'm at. I had restricted my calories down to 1,500 a day. I was working out 6 days a week, killing myself 30, 45 minutes, 1 hour workouts. I was averaging 12, 13,000 steps a day, 90 minutes of activity. I was drinking water. I was taking supplements, spending $200-300 a month on supplements because it was going to make me healthy and it was going to be better because it was the best diet on the market, right? And then I found out by taking a DNA, I actually took a DNA test for weight loss, that I had a rare combination of genomes, So in your strand of DNA, you have like sequences of cells, and I had a pattern that only 2% of the entire population has, putting me at great risk for really high blood sugar. Come to find out anyway, that was true. So I had my first HbA1c test and found out that I was a diabetic. Not only that, but, my father's aging. He goes to the doctor frequently. He shares his blood work results with me. And my father has always had a really high fasted blood sugar. Now, I don't know what his HbA1c is. I just know what his fasted blood sugar is all the time. And it's 107, 110. So they said that this very rare 2% strand of DNA indicated that it was probably going to be hereditary. So I'm guessing my mom always had low blood sugar. So I'm guessing I probably got that DNA strand from my father. Even though he's never been diagnosed as a diabetic, all of his blood work, all of his paperwork has always had an indicator saying that he has extremely high fasted blood glucose, which is where I'm at. So I felt so desperate when I lost my ninja. You'd have to scroll back through 10 months of videos. I did a video called I Lost My Ninja, and that was having another diagnosis. So here I was in a place where I'm like, I'm eating as healthy as I can freaking eat, because I didn't know about keto, because I was being told that the diet that I was on was the best diet I could be on because it was so healthy, that it was fat that was making me fat, that it was animal products that were making me sick. I was buying into the propaganda. I bought into it, hook, line, and sinker. And I started becoming one of these militant vegetarian people, one of these militant, oh my gosh, you're destroying the earth and you're causing global warming because you ate a cow. I became one of those people. I'm sorry to anyone that I may have, offended back in the day, but I'm redeemed. Anyway, so here I am, 10 months later, keto, and I have reversed my type 2 diabetes. I'm no longer considered a type 2 diabetic. I have my heart arrhythmia, so I'm a pacemaker patient. I have a pacemaker for a chronic degenerative genetic arrhythmia issue. It's called sick sinus syndrome. So you have these electrodes in your heart that attach to your brain, right? It's the electrical pathways that send signals from your heart from your brain to your heart to tell it when to beat. Well, at some point in my life, or at birth, or during my development, those sinus nodes just aren't as sensitive. So sometimes my brain will be sending a signal and my heart's not getting the signal, or the sinus node in my brain isn't working right and it doesn't know what to send. So just before I had my pacemaker surgery, I was suffering from around 176 arrhythmia events a day. So you can imagine what that would be like to have your heart go from racing to barely beating to palpitations. I constantly felt like I was falling. I constantly felt like I was on a roller coaster. I constantly was gasping for air, couldn't breathe. I suffered from chronic headaches. My fingertips would turn white. My toes would turn white. I would have neuropathy. I would have tingling sensation in the surface of my skin. All of these were indications that I wasn't getting enough oxygen. So since I've started keto, my heart arrhythmia has reduced by 30%. This isn't made up. This isn't me being up here trying to be keto militia. This is me saying that I've been going to a cardiologist for 4 years now with my pacemaker. And every single time I go, he's like, your heart used your pacemaker 46% of the time. Your heart used your pacemaker 52% of the time. Every 6 months I go and they download my pacemaker information. This time was different. And what changed? The only thing that changed was I had been keto for 7 months. At my last visit, My last visit showed that my heart was only pacing at 13%. That is a 30% reduction. So when I have all of these people tell me, oh gosh, keto's going to kill you, keto's bad for your heart, where I'm concerned, keto is saving my life, you know? And so there's nothing in the world, no one in the world that's going to tell me or change my mind. They can thumbs down, they can give me negative comments. They're never going to change my mind because I feel better than I ever have. I look better than I ever have. My skin is regaining youth. I'm losing weight. I've lost 32 inches. I've only lost like 26 pounds. I recently gained back 5 because I cheated. My fault. Anyway, I'm going to pay for that for probably a few more days, and then the weight will come off and I'll be right back to normal. But welcome to my channel. So Keto Diamond is like this tremendous resource for all of us doing keto. She shows us what she's eating every day. She tells us her macros. She talks about keto. She talks about keto terms that we might hear. She has this wonderful website with all of this information and recipes and before and after stories, right? My journey is more of just documenting my day-to-day. Like, what is it like for Melanie on keto? But the Princess Ninja is very important in all of this as well. The Princess Ninja, the princess is the pouty, the whiny, the why does everybody else get to eat everything they want and never gain a pound, and all I gotta do is smell food and I gain 15. The princess is the whiny, the I don't want to do this, I want to eat cake. And the ninja is the one that says, you are saving your own life. The ninja is the one that picks me up every day. The ninja is the one that gives me strength. And even on days when I don't want to work out, even on days when I want to eat a piece of cake, says, girl, I ain't letting you go there. It's symbolic of my inner strength. I have been through a lot. I know a lot of people have been through a lot. But my ninja is what saves my life every single day. And that's why I always include the Princess Ninja in my title. Anyway, I want to welcome you all to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Keto Diamond, for helping me, giving me a big old shout out. Love you, girl. I just thought, you know, it's time for me to kind of reintroduce myself. For those of you who have hopped on over here, maybe not know what's going on in my life. This is my life. This is the pool area. This is the pool that's not warm enough to swim in yet, but it will be. It will be. And it's a mess back here right now. But my dogs have dug a couple really fine holes in the backyard. Anyway, it is now 80-something degrees outside. I'm sweating my butt off. So I'm going to do another video talking about my 365 days to 50 as soon as this one goes up. But I wanted to reintroduce myself. So welcome to all my new people. Go ahead, comment below. Let me know who you are, where you came from, where you're at in your journey. And once again, thank you, Keto Diamond. I am almost at 1,000. So excited. You guys have a great day. Keep being a ninja.